Welcome back to my channel. It's Mamie, and today I'm bringing you a story time slash get ready with me. I'm just gonna say I've been through some weird, interesting things, and I'm just moisturizing my lips because they dry. And talk to you about the time, well, the first time I got arrested. I've been arrested twice. I really am blind, so I cannot see. I don't know why I'm trying to attempt to do this video, comb through my brows. But like I was saying, I was in high school, maybe around, so this part. So he wasn't the most faithful person per se, so he started talking to this other girl, and he was to come to church with us and stuff like that. So it was one Saturday morning, and yeah, I go to church on Saturday. I went to his house to go pick him up at this time because I had just started driving or whatever. I think I had my mother's car. I don't know what car I had, or a van or something like that. I drove to pick him up, and I had my little brother inside the car, and I told Eddie's my little brother, I told him to stay inside the car. I'll be right back. I'm just going to the house and tell him to come on. So as I go knock on the door, it was like an apartment building, so the steps, like where you walk into the steps was the doorway, and his apartment was to the left, and they had like a basement portion to the apartment because they live on the first floor. So normally I would knock on the window, real ghetto. I would knock on the window, and that would be him knowing that I'm outside. He would come on out. But I did that, and then he wound up meeting me at the front door, and he was like in tears and crying, like he was crying like, I'm sorry. I'm like, why is your big manly self crying? So he was like, I didn't mean to, stuff like that. So little did I know, here comes the girl outside the house, and at this point I'm like, oh god, it's the Sabbath. They trying to make me get out my skin, out my character. Long story short, I went inside the house, and I was like, okay, whatever. I said, so are you coming to church? Yeah or no? So she started like running up at the mouth, you know, real ratchet. And I'm like, girl, you can do as long as you can do, because like she was trying to tell him not to go and stuff like that, whatever. So at this point, all I told her was, don't get in my face. And no, I told her, do not touch me. That's all I kept saying, because she was getting real rowdy, swinging stuff, like pushing him. I said, do not touch me. So she was in the kitchen, and like his father was there, and he was like, I'm gonna call the police. And so she went inside the kitchen and got a knife, and I was like, what you gonna do, cut us? Like, what you gonna do, cut him? I said, girl, do not touch me. So we about to get ready to leave after like a 15-30 minute argument inside the house between them two. So we about to leave, and I walk over to the door, and as I'm walking to the door, she walked past him, and she kicks my hand. She kicks my hand. And I told her, do not touch me. Do not touch me. What did she do? She touched me. After she touched me, I don't even remember what happened after that. I took her by her neck, and I threw her, and I started to kick her repeatedly. So after that, so in my mind, I'm like, I'm gone. I'm not gonna be here when the police come. So so we went to church and whatever. So by the time we got to church, Kyle had called him and saying, like, cussing him out and saying, like, what did you do and stuff like this. She went to the police came, and she made a police report, and they got a warrant out for your arrest and stuff like that. So I'm like, what? Like, how, like, really? So she put a warrant out for my arrest. So then, okay, I went to Bowie, everything was fine. I totally forgot all about this warrant out for my arrest and stuff like that. Then I came home for, I think it was Thanksgiving break or Christmas break, and I was taking my little sister to school, and I had stopped and rolled through a stop sign. Stopped and rolled through a stop sign and got pulled over. And as I got pulled over, you know, they check your license and everything. And I totally forgot I had a warrant for my arrest. Like, totally forgot. They take them forever to come write a ticket. So when they came back up, they was like, you know, you got a warrant for your arrest, and you need to call somebody to come get your sister because we have to take you in because you're warrant for your arrest. So I'm like, I'm getting arrested in front of my little sister. Like, that's the big sister ultimate. Anyway, like, so I got arrested. So my older brother had came and pick up Maya. So they had to take me over down to bookings, and then I got the bookings. They like processed me and everything, and I was like, this is the most scariest but unreal like experience I ever been through. Is this the first time I got arrested? No, actually, guys, I'm telling you the second time I got arrested, but the first time I got arrested was with my boyfriend. We both got arrested. That's back in the day when I used to call myself Ratchet Styles. Don't judge me. This is no judge zone, okay? So these story times is gonna be no judgment. no judgment. This is the second time I got arrested. So as I got processed and everything, like in bookings, they process the men and women at the same time, but then you split off. This time I only had a tank top on, and it was cool. It had to be like October or something. It was, no, forget, I'm not even doing my daggone makeup. Not full-blown winter, and I had like a tank top on, like shorts, and I was cold as I don't know what. So they gave me like this little paper thin jumpsuit to put on and served me a bologna sandwich. And at this time I'm being real bougie. I don't eat bologna sandwiches. So all I did was eat the bread off of it. I think I had to wait to see the commissioner, so they had transferred me from like a holding cell to like a cell, waiting for the commissioner. And oh yeah, this is the first time I got arrested because I got let go on my own recons. There we go. So yeah, this is the first story, y'all. Sorry about that. So after they had moved to like another cell, a more, I guess, permanent cell. It's not a permanent cell, like you've been there for years or whatever, but it's like the next, I don't know what's called, the next step from a holding cell. Like the holding cell was with a whole bunch of people, and then the next cell I was in, I think I was just in there with 2 or 3 people. And then I got to see the commissioner. They said I can go on my own recon. They gave my paperwork and they let me out. And honestly, when you get out of jail or at bookings, it feel like you getting off the airplane. Like when you about to go to baggage claim or something, it just feel that way. Like, so my older brother had came and picked me up, thank God, because I was like, I'm gonna get home. I'm already downtown, I'm gonna get home. Yeah, I think I used my one call to call my mother. My mother called my brother to come pick me up. That's what it was, something like that happened. And as I got home, of course I got laid out, all in trouble and whatnot. So that was that story, the first time I got arrested.